Super.
Time to prep on this map. On Pearl. It's the opener.
Lecimy.
Easily a bit of a tip tap there, a rifle spam as well. Going to be supplemented with the help of his teammates. Nade over the top. And a satchel. We use Jing. Of course you want to take the fight again. Unexpected. Forsaken. Oh, you're taking some liberties with that one, Devi. Still safe hands apparently with the Sheriff in his hands. This is a half by a reminder. PaperX are quick to answer back.
And this could quickly get crazy. Devi now with a res online. There are two bodies here, but both in areas that it should be very difficult to get reses off. If you just wait for EDG to commit to a site though, one of these bodies at least is going to open up.
You are divided!
Interesting wall.
Yeah, just cuts Devi off. I think Devi just wants to play quietly here. Just chill, play off the back of your ult. But Jing, as ever, going for it.
Showstopper's online. Does he want to use it? The answer is no, saving it for a rainy day because the Thrifty is in their hands.
What a round by PaperX. Just showcasing that they have talent in spades as well. Both of these teams have a wealth of it. Jing this he's got the most kills in the server at the moment at 16, and Jing is so unafraid because he's Jing.
Let's go.
That is what you'll have to see. Oh, for players like these, what a joy it must be to be back on the biggest stage in Valorant. It feels like they were only just off the stage, PaperX. But you get that itch, it's got to be scratched. PaperX as well have not had to go through groups at any point this year. They were able to just go straight into playoffs and do fantastically in both of our Masters tournaments. Now they are in, I would argue, the toughest group that we have here, Champions. Yeah. Especially if EDG is going to be playing like this. And it's going to make for some fantastic games. But it's also going to test PaperX. Nobody is safe in groups like this.
I don't think so. Not when you're Champions, obviously.
With skill.
Capstone of the year, isn't it?
It really is. And at the moment, PaperX managing to take that Thrifty and spin what should have been a 9-8 lead for EDG into their favor, pushing EDG back onto a Thrifty of their own. So in effect, that's a 2-round swing right there.
It's massive. It's one of those that you look back at in the VOD reviews and it's that pivotal round that changes the entire map.
You can argue that's a 3-round swing. It goes from 9-8 to probably 8-10. As long as PaperX are able to stop a Thrifty on the other side of things. We haven't really seen this Viper Wall getting a ton of value. Maybe this is one of the rounds, but the trademark...
That's going to be the Senpai! The trademark, he gave Jing all the information, he double satcheled over the wall!
Yes.
What a demonic set play!
You've got to be joking! And I gave all the information for the kill.
Get that one in a highlight reel immediately. I think Jing's been on TikTok.
Yeah, I am speechless at that one. But that's the kind of preparation, obviously, that you can come into a map like this with when you are PaperX. I've had all the time in the world off the back of Copenhagen to think about how you wanted to handle this map.
Benkai did say at the end of Copenhagen, we're always going to keep it fresh. We're still going to be playing aggressive. That was a PaperX special. And Jing follows it up, taking out Kankang, removing the tip of the spear here, takes out nobody as well, cleaning things up. Jing had a bit of a slow start to the map, but now he's really fired up. All cylinders.
It's so important, I think, when you're playing against a team like Edward Gaming. You have to keep up the confidence.
And Jing's just messing with him. Jing is just messing with him for the Devi flank. Ooh! Haodong reads it.
These are not players you really want to be messing with. Even Haodong eventually shut down, but there is mechanical ability in spades on either side for both these rosters. But this is the lead that we were talking about.
Show me that replay and try it in your own ranked games.
That is
what a gorgeous angle.
And it was off just the slight trigger there of the trademark.
I'll tell you what, if that is a heavy B hit, you could easily get 3 with a setup like that. And it makes the Viper Wall, it kind of neuters the Viper Wall. This time, possibly for the first round Chichu choosing not to commit it over on B.
Looks like a faster play though. That's going to be no command and that Nightfall. Scatters through. You get the one tag. Of course, the disrespect being shown still by Forsaken, but he's gambled onto the wrong angle and kills are being found. One after the other. Benkai hiding behind the wall. This is a position that he's been playing time and time again, but does he have the teammates to try and bail him out of it? Bit of a spam angle. Things are there to try and line it up for him. The answer is yes. Paper Rex are coming through with the gun. Still the spike is planted, but damage more than done with the Resurrect online. It's now the 3v2. Have to play inside of this pit. We'll just spam it out. You might get lucky.
140.
Straight bullets coming through. Chichudo now he's repositioning, moving his way through a tap of the spike. That's going to be, I believe, the pull to offset that. The back of their minds, they know that nobody's going to be onto this one, and still taking the fight once more. Another tap with the smoke in play, and what a clutch in the end of it.
With a Vandal inside the Viper's pit.
Just breaking all the rules, isn't he?
Every shot magnetic onto the head from Chichu there. And that, I think, just showcases how strong the ult is too. Doesn't matter if Chishu's in the 2v3 with 10 HP. One bullet, I think, was all that he had. Oh, two bullets left. But that is the final bullet in the clip that, again, magnetically finds the head of Benkai. Chichu has been keeping them in this game. Kang opens it up and Chichu puts it to bed right now.
It's a very fast round off of largely pretty slow play, but look at this. Orders positioning being gained up B long now by the defenders.
And this is the conditioning. EDG don't want to go towards B because of the trap plays, because of the trademark. Ooh, Forsaken almost punished there.
Felt very low.
Love this Viper smoke as well. All of the Viper utility being used in combo. And if you use the trademark on B long, it's not there at mid doors. And that is what EDG have decided to pivot towards.
Angle still being watched though. Fight still needs to be taken. Vulnerability, I think, onto Chichu. Tries to go for the wider swing, but that is great crosshair placement.
And those are the kind of fights that EDG winning in their online games where they just force the battle, but Paper X good enough to punish them for it. And now Paper X have infiltrated everywhere. Jing, Benkai, all the way into the attacker's spawn.
Yeah, this is chaos just being sowed.
But that's the way that EDG like it. They thrive in the chaos.
No charges.
Want to try and reclear, because obviously they're wondering, okay, are they on A, are they in mid?
Będą mogli teraz niebiescy rotują sobie. Mogą nas spokojnie zaplantować.
This is a very unorthodox plant location as well. Just underneath heaven.
Smoggy's got a great idea here. He knows that Devi could be around there.
A w ogóle ja nie mogę cofać.
Devi is aware. I think he might have just seen the edge of his model. Double satchel play across. Tip-tap there. Reset of the aim is good enough, but he is being flanked, I believe, from behind. Player from under there. Devi actually going for the wall to try and lock off one of the angles. It's a double face in the end. Mindfreak does win out that fight, and now this wall causing all sorts of issues. Eventually will fade away, but the spike is being stuck. And again, the angles watch. Mindfreak, this guy is a demon when he's on the stage.
I had questions about Mindfreak's performance from Copenhagen, honestly, Brent. Mindfreak had poor performances at the global level for every LAN that he'd been to before Copenhagen. And then he turned up and he was talking about how much more seriously he was taking his Valorant performance. And I don't think it was a one-off. I think Mindfreak's incredible play towards Copenhagen seems to be replicating itself again in this map. He's kept up that pace magnificently with a 4K in that round, the ult to clutch things as well. And Paper X are dragging a lead, kicking and screaming away from EDG. If they're able to put away this anti-eco,
over the point. Spam comes down with the Vandals. Paper X, they are going to be winning this one out. The reset at the end. Benkai will need a bit of help surely from the rest of his team. Down to 15 health. And he is skipping and hopping away, but not quite. Warbang takes him out. 2v2 and a fast flank from Devi right behind them.
It's so quick. The Paper X players are flanking instantly on a map this large.
You don't anticipate it. You don't. Time has been played off, but he has slowed it down. He's not going to be taking the fight to them. Just wants to try and contain.
And a lot of discipline for Forsaken.
Yeah. Slight jiggle and attack on that plan as well. They are looking to see if they can force out these angles. That is the one-for-one fight. Just being missed. A whiff from the bullets, Chichu. Oh, he wins it. What an important round as well. Would have been map point.
It's EDG with a thrifty conversion off the back of Chichu clutching once more. Chichu is so comfortable in these clutch positions, but that never should have been given to him. He baited out a swing from Divide and just dodged at the perfect moment to throw him off.
Yeah.
Global, why not? The finalists of Copenhagen getting brought to round 22 here, and you still couldn't call it. PaperX gathering all of their players up towards mid, expecting to go for some kind of crunch, but instead EDG, it's one of the first rounds where they pour